Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at a new figure that is Decepticon Fasttrack, and he's been released as part of the Generations Earthrise War for Cybertron trilogy. What we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a quick look at him inside the packaging, have a look at the artwork, and then we're going to get him out. So I'm going to unbox him live in this video and we'll have a look at him in his robot mode and see what he transforms into. Now myself personally, I'm hugely biased towards this figure and I'm really excited about getting hold of him. So thank you at Robot Recruits, and thank you Paul especially for getting this shipped out to me because of my love for Scorponok. I've made it apparent in lots of videos and people have been watching videos long enough. So I'm a big fan of Generation 1 Scorponok and of course the new one. And there we go, this guy here as well. So we'll have a little comparison with him in a second as well. But yeah, this is the guy I've most been looking forward to, and I've not seen one yet in hand. Obviously we've had lockdown in the UK, excuse the glare. So I've seen pictures of him. I've seen pictures in his alternate mode, which you can clearly tell is there. And yeah, I'm really buzzing about this, to be fair. Right, okay. So number one, I didn't know he was a parts former, which is really good, I suppose, because that means you can do more things with him. That's obviously what I was just expecting to see there. Oh wow, you've got a little Zarak there. And then this is what I'm just going to at. So yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going at. I A, didn't know it did that, and B, if any of you guys have heard of Black Zarak, or if you've heard me talking about it before, it is a Generation 1 figure, a Japanese figure I'm not yet lucky enough to own. But now I'm pretty much convinced that they would maybe release or to basically just do a complete redeco of the Titan Scorponok, and I'm going to show you why. I've just got this book here, so bear with me 2 seconds. I would have got this prepped if I'd have known, but here we go. Right, so there of course, well there's both of them, there you go. So there's the G1 Scorponok and there is the G1 Black Zarak, and look what's in his hand, a huge Trident stroke spear stroke whatever. That's Black Zarak, by the way, for people who don't know. That was a Japanese exclusive figure. I am not yet lucky enough to own one. Yeah, that is exactly what he looks like, and let's be honest, that to me looks like they're trying to make some sort of spear stroke Trident. So I can, I'm crossing my fingers, I'm saying this more in hope rather than anything else, that maybe we will get maybe it'll be a selects, like obviously they're doing this guy in a selects, aren't they? They're doing all the golden version of him in a selects as well, so who knows, but I'm quite convinced now I've seen that. So sorry I've waffled on there. I was just supposed to be talking about this particular guy, but I did not know that was on the box. Right, let's see if I can open this without damaging the box. I can't find my standing knife either. Aha, there we go. So yeah, that's the artwork there. And there's obviously the main artwork for this War for Cybertron trilogy, and of course we know that the Ark is going to be a Titan. Maybe they'll do it under the Selects line, I'm not too sure. If they do a Black Zarak though, I know it's just a straight up redeco, but I'm going to have to buy it because it's Scorponok based. So right, we've got a piece of the map and we've got a tech spec. I call it a tech spec decoder because that's what I'm used to calling it from Generation 1. It may have a different name. I suppose it's just going to be a decoder, isn't it, because it's not tech spec. So let's have a look what this is saying. Botropolis. Can you make that out? Botropolis. There we go. So that's the piece of the map there. It's good that it's got one in. The instructions, obviously, I'm going to have a quick read through them in a second, but not now. So there's the figure. Yeah, he does look really good. In fact, yeah, let's do this while we're talking. So yeah, this was the one that I was most excited about as soon as I saw that they were doing a re-release of him. If I missed any out here, can't tell. Crunching, yep, there's some on his wrist. Making sure I don't damage any of the paperwork. Sorry, not paperwork. And it's a good job it's a parts former, because as I'm taking him out, as you can see, one of his arms has just come off. So let me just grab them out 2 seconds, because these are incredibly well held in. There it is. Yeah, it's not cable tied up. I've cut the cable ties up, but it's stuck in completely there. Let's just reattach his arm then. Have I done it right? Nope. There we go. So there we go. There is Fasttrack. And of course, with all new figures, you've got articulation at the elbows, at the knees, in the shoulders. I think he looks really good, to be fair. He does, he looks really, really good. There's his Generation 1 original. So he's much taller. The Generation 1, I suppose, is a bit of a parts former as well, because obviously you can pull the arms off. What you can just hear me rustling doing now is I've just took these out of the packet as well. And these obviously will attach. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to transform him into his alternate mode. Okay, so what I've done is I've transformed him into his alternate mode. And again, apologies to new viewers if you're wondering why I didn't transform him on camera. A, it's just down to time constraints, and B, because, you know, I want you guys to enjoy that for yourselves, because it is quite exciting transforming him for the first time. The alternate mode is very good. It is quite impressive. I do really like it. If I want to say something negative, it is quite fiddly. Unless it's just me, it is quite fiddly, and it all clicking in places. It did take me quite a bit of time, to be honest. And funnily enough, yeah, look, dropped my finger in it, so it is quite fiddly. So be aware of that, especially when folding the legs up. But I'm not going to let it to take anything away from him. I think it is a really good alternate mode, and of course, let's be honest, it's far better and a lot more advanced than just what that was. But, you know, we all still like that, and there we go. There's your equivalent there. Yeah, much better. Much, much better. I love the fact that they kept the 6 wheels exactly the same as the Generation 1 one as well. But yeah, there you go. Nice little alternate mode. Of course, with the wheels, and it'll work incredibly well on Scorponok with it being a base mode. So, do really like it. Great homage to Generation 1. What I'm going to do then now is I'm going to have a quick go at transforming him into the Trident or Spear, whatever it is you want to call it. I'm going to have a go at doing that, so I'll be right back at you. Okay then, so there we go. So we've now parts formed him into a huge Spear or Trident. It looks quite impressive. It's, I suppose, again, it's a bonus mode I didn't even realise that it had. You can definitely, of course, tell it's Fasttrack by the 6 wheels in there. I do like the idea of it. What I'm going to do now, though, I'm going to attach him into the Titan Scorponok. So yeah, I'll come back now and I'll show you exactly what it looks like inside Scorponok. And then, of course, we've got the bonus mode as well, where you can turn in a normal deluxe figure into a heavy artillery figure as well. I'll show you that in a few seconds. Okay then, so let's see if I can do this and you can see it good enough. So there it is. There's the Trident in his hand. I'm calling it a Trident. I hope it is. It looks pretty good. Again, I like the idea behind it. It is just sort of resting in there, though. You can't exactly stick it in, I suppose, how you want it to, but it does fit in. That's probably looking better. There we go. So there he is, being used in the Scorponok figure. So that's the same mode as what you can see there in that figure. And then there is another mode which isn't on the back of that box, and it's where you can power up one of the standard deluxe figures. So if you just bear with me a few seconds, we're coming back and I'm going to show you that. Okay then, so this is like the power up mode, and basically what it is because he's a parts former, you can break him down and you can turn him into some sort of heavy artillery for the other figures. So you can see that the front of him then turns into a nice shield stroke chest, and whereas the rest of him turns into like a huge backpack stroke double cannon. It's massive. It really is. Yeah, it's huge. It's a great sort of addition. It just about works with these. In the instructions, it's designed to go with Run Amok, but I don't own Run Amok yet. But it does still work and it does still attach, as you can see on the others. So yeah, this is another little bonus mode. So I suppose you've obviously got 4 modes with this. You've got robot mode, you've got obviously the alternate mode, the spear stroke trident mode, and of course the power up mode as well. And what's ironic and what's good actually about this power up mode is that's everything. That's all of the pieces. That's all of him there. That's all of Fasttrack there. There's nothing extra hanging around, lying about. That is all of it. It is a huge, giant backpack. And if I just quickly show you the instructions, it is designed, as you can see in the instructions there, to go with Run Amok. It probably just attaches that slightly bit better with Run Amok, but it still works there. It's still holding in place. And yeah, a great addition, of course, for this guy here. That's what it's about. It's all about this guy, and he complements him really, really well, and as in a true homage to the Generation 1 original, a much needed and a much better version. Well done, Hasbro. So there you go. That's maybe a little bit more in depth than you were expecting. Been honest as I can. I do like it. It's a bit fiddly. The parts former just gives it that bit more play, a bit more playware, a bit more play. As I say, you can break him apart. You can do loads of other different things with him. But overall, for his purpose, he's brilliant. I'm just going to get him back in his robot and then we'll finish up. So there we are, back into robot mode. And just to conclude and finish off this little showcase of him, yeah, very impressed. Obviously, we've got all the articulation that you'd come to expect with all the new figures. But for myself, as a bit of a Generation 1, you know, sort of die-hard, he does the Generation 1 more than justice. I mean, let's be honest, come on, look how basic that is compared to this. So I'm not one of these, you know, Generation 1 all the time. I appreciate new things when they've made them better, and I can definitely appreciate this. He is a much welcome addition to the Generations line of figures. And again, the bonus thing that, you know, he is a parts former. You can build him up, you can break him down, you can attach him to all the other play sets and play bases. And hopefully I'll get a video done sooner or later with Scorponok in base mode as well, so we can really see the true benefits of him. But in summary, great figure. Do really like him, even with my bias towards him. He's just a great figure. Definitely worth getting hold of anyway. So, okay guys, thanks for watching this. Sorry if I've waffled on for too long. And of course, please, all of you, do take care.